Hello guys, my name is Clarice and we're Parangaw from St. Patrick. So for today guys, is video tutorial tayo about sa topic natin na exponential models. So guys, meron tayong lesson objective here. After this video, you must be represent real life situations using exponential functions. So guys, kailangan natin pag-aralan to or matandaan to kasi matutulungan tayo nito na sa ating real life problems or real life situations. Graph of exponential functions. The graph of an exponential function is defined by f of x equals to b raised to x, where b is greater than 0 and b is not equal to 1, indicate that So guys, we have also here a growth factor. So what is growth factor? Growth factor is formed by adding the specified percent increase to 100% and then changing this decimal form. Let's say guys, you are a reseller. Then before you sell your product, you add 50% to gain profit. Then plus mo siya sa 100% plus 100% equals to 150%. Then, hindi pa to yung sagot natin. I-change mo pa sa decimal form. So, 150% change to decimal form will become 1.50 kasi let's move 2 decimal places to going to the left. So, this is our final answer. So guys, may another example tayo. Kung kanina yung example natin is 50%, ngayon is 30% naman. So guys, same process. Bring down 30%. Then i-add mo ulit siya sa 100%. Then will become 130%. Then change mo ulit to sa decimal form. Will become 130% to decimal form will become 1.30 kasi guys, sa process kanina, nag-move din tayo ng 2 decimal places going to the left kaya nakuha natin tong 130 ngayon. So guys, bago tayo tumako sa ating problem solving is as you can see, may nakikita yung mga word dito. Daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and yearly, annually. Ito mga word na to guys is madalas natin to makita sa ating mga problem solving. So ibibigay ko yung mga equivalent number nila para hindi tayo mahirapan. Sa daily, meron tayong 365. Sa weekly, meron tayong 48. Sa monthly, meron tayong 12. Sa quarterly, meron tayong 4. Sa semi-annually, meron tayong 2. Yearly annually, meron tayong 1. Mahalaga na tandaan natin to guys kasi makakatulong sa atin to para mapadali yung problem solving natin. So guys, as you can see, problem solving na tayo, no? Medyo umangat na. So guys, napapansin siguro may number 1 problem tayo dito. So bago ko natin i-solve to or sagutin, syempre, basahin muna natin. Hindi pwedeng hindi. Mabuti pa sa niya magbasa. Number 1 problem. There are 100 viruses in a city. A virus rising up at a rate of 15% every day. How many there will be? A. 1 week from now. B. 1 month from now. So guys, ang topic natin sa problem na ito is virus. Sabi niya, there are 100 virus in a city. A virus rising up. Tumataas daw siya sa rate na 15% every day or 15% araw-araw. Tapos ang tanong niya, how many there will be 1 week from now, then 1 month from now. Sabi niya. So guys, sa problem na ito is pwede natin gamitin yung formula ng exponential growth which is y equals a b raised to x. Yan yung formula ng exponential growth. Tapos guys, hindi lang yan. Siyempre, explain ko pa yan. Yung mga nire-represent nila. Y represent to new balance in pesos. Yung A, starting number. Yung B, ito yung growth factor. Yung X, ito yung numbers of intervals. Pwede itong daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, and so on. Alam na natin to guys is kukuhanin muna natin yung growth factor para masolve natin to. So guys, 15%, meron tayo dito, copy lang yan. 15% plus 100% equals to 115%. Change to decimal form, Move 2 decimal places going to the left, magiging siyang 1.15. Ito yung growth factor natin. Dahil may growth factor na tayo is, masasolve na natin itong problem na to. So let's proceed from letter A. So guys, let's solve or let's do letter A na. 1 week from now. Kamukha nga na sinabi ko kanina guys, yung gagamitin natin na formula is yung exponential growth, which is y equals a b raised to x. Ano yung a natin yan? Yung a natin is 100. Bakit 100? Kasi nga, based sa problem natin, 100 virus in ACT. So, yung a natin, diba, nagre-represent to na starting number. So, 100 yung starting number natin. So, yun yung a natin, 100. And then, b, 1.15. Bakit 1.15? Kasi nga, yun yung growth factor natin. Yun yung nasolve natin kanina. 1.15. Ano yung x natin? 1 week means 7. So, equals A, 100. Multiply by B, growth factor, 1.15. And raised to 7. So, guys, gamit yung scientific calculator ko is isasolve natin itong problem na to. So, guys, meron tayo yung 100 multiply by 1.15 raised to 7. 266. Hanggang dito lang tayo guys. Hindi natin isasali yung decimal point kasi nga virus yung pinag-uusapan natin. So guys, ito na yung final answer natin sa letter A. There will be 266 virus 1 week from now. So guys, dahil nasolve na natin yung letter A kanina, letter B naman tayo. Letter B, 1 month from now. Hoy, tumaas siya kanina, 1 week lang, ngayon 1 month na. So, medyo mahirapan tayo. 1 month from now daw. Yung given natin sa A and B, pares lang. Kasi nagkiba lang, yung sa A natin 1 week, sa B natin is 1 month. Mag-iba lang yung X natin yan. So, same sa A, 100. Sa letter B, 1.15. Yung X natin kanina, 7 kasi 1 week ngayon. 1 month means 30. So, same formula. Y equals A, B raised to X equals A, ito yung 100. Multiply by 1.15 raised to 30. Yan yung 1 month. So, gamit ulit yung scientific calculator ko, isasolve natin ulit to. So, meron tayong 100 multiply by 1.15 raised to 30. Ito yung A natin, B, and yung X natin. Equals, yun, 6,621. Kamukha kanina, hanggang dito lang tayo kasi bacteria or virus yung pinag-usapan natin kaya walang decimal point. Or hindi natin isasali mga decimal niya. So guys, ito na yung final answer natin sa letter B. There will be 6,621 virus 1 month from now. So guys, as you can see is problem solving number 2 na tayo. By the way guys, itong problem na to is real life problem siya or real life situations. So bago natin sagutin is basahin muna natin. Number 2 problem. The cost of a new car is 450,000. It increases the value of a car by a rate of 10% per year. We want to know how much the value of a car after 2 years. So gusto daw nila malaman magkano yung kotse after 2 years. Cause same formula. Y equals A, B raised to X. Kunin muna natin growth factor. May 10% copy. 10% plus 100% equals 110%. Just to decimal form, magiging siyang 1.10. So, dahil nakuha natin growth factor natin, pwede na natin isolve itong problem na to. I-erase ko lang. So, equals A yung 450,000. 450,000. Yung B natin, yung growth factor, yung nakuha natin, 1.10. Yung X natin, itong 2 years. So guys, gamit yung scientific calculator ko, isa-solve natin itong problem na to. Papakita ko sa inyo. So guys, meron daw tayong 450,000 times 1.10 raised to 2 equals 544,500. So guys, lagyan nyo lang peso sign dito kasi pera yung pinag-uusapan. Tapos yan ay sagot natin. So guys, the new cost of a car after 2 years is 544,500 pesos. So guys, tandaan natin, kapag bacteria yung kinukuha natin or yung sinasabi natin, huwag natin lalagyan ng decimal. Kapag naman money yung kinukuha natin or pera, lalagyan natin or isasalin natin yung mga decimal niya. So guys, dahil nasa exponential growth na tayo is daanan na natin itong exponential growth models. Dahil dito guys is meron tayong dalawang formula and sa'yo naman kung hindi natin ang pag-aaralan, diba? So guys, sa first formula muna tayo which is y equals a, open and close parenthesis, 1 plus r raised to t. Where a, itong a natin is initial amount, 1 plus r, ito yung growth factor natin, tapos r, ito yung percent increase expressed as decimal, tapos itong t, math na yan, years yan. Tapos, second formula, dito naman tayo, a equals b, open and close parenthesis, 1 plus r over n raised to n t. Where a, ito yung compound amount, P, principal, tapos itong R na to, ito yung interest rate, tapos N, period per year, tapos T, time in years. Tapos guys, itong mga 1 na to is, huwag niyong problemahin dahil given na yan sa mga formula natin. Tapos, itong formula second natin guys is, pwede itong gamitin sa ating mga compound interest, ganyan. Ito guys, no, tandaan nyo, itong dalawang formula natin guys, try nyo sa mga problem natin kanina. Yan yung gamitin nyo. Promise. Isa lang yung makukuha yung sagot. Trust me. So guys, talakayin na natin tong interest. Meron tayong dalawang interest. Compound interest and simple interest. So guys, paano pa malalaman or paano natin malalaman na yung interest is compound? Kapag meron siyang word na compounded, which means is compound interest siya. Pero naman guys, kapag interest yung nakalagay, interest lang, walang compound, means ito siya, simple interest. Diba? Ganun lang kasimple guys. So guys, tandaan natin, sa math, hindi natin kailangan na mahabang computation, logic lang ang kailangan. So guys, dito na po nagtatapos yung ating video tutorial. Hindi man po ako ganun kagaling magturo, pero tinry ko po yung best ko. Sana may natutunan po kayo kahit papaano. Basta guys, tandaan po natin na kailangan po natin pag-aralan to or matandaan to kasi matutulungan niya po tayo sa ating real life situation or real life problems. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Keep safe. God bless you all.
Clap.